Okay, this is a quick instructional video on how to put the block together once you have all of your templates done. So here you can see we've got A and B, C and D, E and F, and G and H. So we are going to start with putting A and B together. Now that we have A and B together, you can see that we're gonna have to do a Y seam to assemble those, but we're gonna put that one on last. So next, we're gonna move to C and D. We're gonna assemble those. And also E and F will go together. So we're gonna put these two together. We're gonna put these two together. And let me show you a quick tip for lining up your points. Let's start with C and D. So you want to go just on C, a 1/4 inch in, just stick you a straight pin right through there. And then when you flip C over onto it, where you want that point to line up, 1/4 inch in, you just also stick that straight pin in right there. And that way those 2 points will line up. And just get you another straight pin and do the same thing for your other spots where you want points to line up. So here we're gonna go 1/4 inch in. And make sure you get it. Sorry, I'm trying to get where you can see. Okay, so I'm putting that straight pin just a 1/4 inch in right there at where my two blues meet. I think you can see that. Okay. And then we're gonna put that in 1/4 inch over here on our other piece where we want those points to line up. Like you can see there. Okay, so when you have all those in, now you can just clip it. Make sure your straight pin is straight. Just clipping it here. I'm just going to clip it all the way down so that things don't shift. I like to make sure and put a clip on both sides of the straight pin so that when you remove the straight pin, nothing moves. Sometimes I use these skinnier ones so I get right there next to it. Okay. And then you can take those straight pins out. Take that to the machine and sew it. Now you can see that we have A and B put together, we have C and D put together, and we have E and F put together. So now we're going to attach G to C and D and H to E and F. Okay, so now we have attached G to C and D and we've attached H to E and F. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach these two pieces together. But what I want you to know is when you come down through the center, I want you to stop about 1/4 inch away from the end because we're going to have to do a Y seam to attach this last piece. So just sew these together, but stop sewing a 1/4 inch away from the edge. Okay, so we have our whole block assembled except for getting that little A and B into the corner. So what we're going to start, we're going to sew it on this side first. So what I want to show you is that we're going to, now when we sew that, we are still going to stop about 1/4 inch away from that edge until we get our last piece in there. So I know it's, you probably can't see. Let me see if I can get my camera over here. Okay. So hopefully you can see where I'm sewing. And I'm going to stop a little bit before my fingernail. Okay, so now what we have is this. It's attached. It's attached to one side. I don't know if you can see that very well. And now we've got to attach it over here. So that's why we still left that 1/4 inch over here. So we're going to bring those together and you'll see in the back, all those little points where you left a 1/4 inch away should all kind of line up well. So let's start, if we start over here, flip it over here first. Flip that over there. Let's see how you can see those all kind of come together to make a little Y. So that's what you just, we're gonna sew, and we're gonna sew until we meet our other seam right there. So we're gonna sew this edge and we're gonna stop at where our other one stopped, where they all kind of meet right there in the center. A stiletto, I'm trying to hold my camera and sew at the same time. A stiletto may be helpful here to hold that down for you. You see, we're gonna sew right there till we meet that other point. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a wrinkle in mine right here. But if you fold it over, you can see right there, I didn't quite get everything stitched in. So I'm gonna take it back to the machine and I'm gonna stitch from here to here to make sure I get that seam all sewn up. But I sewed those 2 little pieces. I also went ahead and ironed it. And see, I've now got my completed block. If you want to take note, when I ironed it, folded those little guys down towards the point, and I press all to one side. So of course, you're obviously going to need 4 of these at least to make the complete pattern. But there we have it, one completed block.